Good afternoon, this is Pat Walker here at MissionWinners.com. I'm going to do a couple of videos on a Friday afternoon before the weekend. It was a good week in the markets. I hope you all participated in it in one shape or another. One of the things I'll share with you is don't get euphoric, don't go crazy with this and just get reckless. Always trade your plan. Have a plan. If you have a plan to get in, then by default, you should have a plan to get out because it's not always going to work. So just remember that. There's a good quote I read years ago, maybe decades ago. Don't equate brains with a bull market. We'll get in line with what is, and we'll ride it for what it's worth and run it from that. So I'm looking at a stock here. There's a good friend of mine. He's a VIP member. His name's Doc. And Doc was asking about a stock. And the question was this. What do you do if you buy something and it just kind of sits there for a while? What's the game plan? So let's talk about one. I'm sitting here going, which one could I use? Well, I'm going to use one that moves and then it sits for a while. So let's do Boeing. Boeing was the key list stock right here. It was on the key list. All right, what's the key list? Every night I go through and I put together from my screens and my list a group of stocks that I'm keen on to buy the next day. That's why it's called the key list. This is the stocks we key on. Are there a ton of stocks on the list? No. Just enough that we can find some good ones, hopefully, and make some money. Don't want to be overwhelming. We don't want to try to find 1,000,000 of them. Just some ones that can move. So here's Boeing. Boeing was on the key list right in here. It was going sideways. There's just a little shelf. Now this is something I do. I'm an IBD meetup leader. So I'm going to show you what I like to do. This is what I was looking at right in here, thinking maybe I should put this on the key list. Here's the next day, right here. You see that day on a pickup in volume? Right near those tops. See the top here and the top there? I said, I'm going to put that on the key list. And on that day, I put it on the key list. By the way, see where it closed that day? Right near the highs of the day. The next day, right here, it pushes up, pick up in volume. There was a day to buy, lifted through this longer base, and the stock marches up. Okay, well, that's great. Okay, we can all do the happy dance with that and leave it at that. So here it is. Here's my point, though. Doc asks, so what do you do if you buy something and it doesn't move? Well, let's run through this. We have rules. If you buy it and it meanders and it falls back or it hovers above the 8-day for a bit here and then it languishes and it falls back below the 8-day, I'll take it out. The best stocks, folks, are the ones that push away from your price relatively quickly in a day or two. That's what we look for. If they don't, I'm very much involved with saying I'm going to move out of it because nobody else saw it. Remember this. We want to find patterns that everybody sees, that everybody acts on. That's what we're looking for. We want everybody voting with us. So we look at Boeing and it lifted off and it made a nice move, and that's great. So everybody's really happy. Then it has a big selling day here. You could sell some into strength. I always tell people sell a little bit into strength. So let's suppose that you've got this and then it does this long meandering period here. Well, here's a rule we have too. It didn't close below the 8-period exponential moving average on this move. It's just going sideways. So what do? You stay with it. You let it work. Well, lo and behold, today it lifted off again and made the move. So what are we after, folks? It's very simple. You try to find a clean and simple base that everybody in the world can see so they'll buy it too. You get in line with it. You buy it right. You watch it hopefully march up trends. You sell a little bit into strength. It starts to go sideways, which it did here. And I will tell you this, in the VIP side at MissionWinners.com, I didn't tell anybody to sell it here. Not once. Not once. I said you could sell a little bit into strength, but right here, there was no reason to. Why? It didn't breach the 8-day. So you sit tight and you wait. Anyway, this is for Doc, and this is for everybody else too. I hope this helps you, just give you an idea of the strategy. Look for clean and simple bases. Let the trend work for you. Let it work on the 8-day. By the way, I will tell you this. Here's the 8-day meandering. If it starts to lose the 8-day, I'll give it down to the 20-day. You can say, why would you do that? You've got a good profit in the stock. We bought it right in here at around, I'll just say 269, okay? Let's just say 269. 269 and it's trading near 299? That's 30 points. Now, we're not going to get sloppy and round trip it, but We just let it work. It walked up, it went sideways, it worked on the 8th day, and then it lifted again. So Doc, this one's for you, good buddy. And for everybody else, by the way, it'd be great if Doc's name was Bud, because I said, Bud, this Bud's for you. Okay, never mind. That's a bad joke. Got to say it. But that's what we do. Thank you so very much, folks. And y'all have a good night and a safe weekend. We're going to do another video here on how to build a screen in MarketSmith. Hang tight, and I thank you.